Day 23 and 24, Whimsical Storytelling Hop, adding flip up and flip down pages, a few belly bands, and a few more items added to our journal. Hi everyone, Patty here. If you're a Facebook member with Inkandmemories, you get all sorts of fun freebies, and this is a folio that was a freebie. So I'm going to reconstruct it for a flip-out pocket wrap around for a page in my journal. Also, we were given the file folder template. I plan to use these in different ways in my journal today to add some interest to my pages. If you watched my video on day 1, you saw how I constructed this little mini journal that I will be working on for our Whimsical Storyteller Hop. I used a stencil that looks like cherry blossoms to match the gorgeous digitals from Paperomia. I'm using her Sakura digital kit, and the vintage colors and details of these blossoms are outstanding. I stenciled the blossoms onto the blank side of the folio using distress oxide pads, worn lipstick, aged mahogany, peeled paint, and frayed burlap, using a makeup blending brush for fine details of the stems and getting a darker color in the center of the petals. Find a page in my journal that I want to use as the base for the flip-out page. I picked a page that had an opening where I had glued the 2 pages together on bottom, cut off the flap to the folio, and placed the remaining portion of the folio on the outside edge of the page. I used washi tape the wrap around folio to the page on both sides of the page. Fold the folio around the page and crease the folio where it is made to crease. Wrap around the page to make sure it opens and closes smoothly. I have small magnets that I'm going to use for the closure for this wraparound flip-out writing pocket. You will need 2 sets of magnets for this wraparound. I like to keep the magnets together and glue one side down where you want it on the flap folio. Then add more glue to the back side of the magnet. Close the wraparound and let the glue dry before you try to open the page up. Do this to both sides of your page. When the magnets have dried, you can add a piece of washi tape over the magnet, or I just left my tiny magnet showing. You only see it when you flip open the page, and honestly, that doesn't bother me, as I'm looking at the gorgeous stencil that I can add writing right over the top for a secret place that doesn't show when you open the page. Cut out the little pockets that go with the freebie and add those to the pockets. We can add a little piece of tea-dyed paper to the inside of those for more hidden-away spots in our journal. For this file folder template, I want to make 2 belly bands, 1 flip-down page, and the other piece will go on the back of one of my tea-dyed whimsical girls for a journaling card. So let's reconstruct this template and use it in a different way. Cut this template at the score lines, making 4 pieces. We will start with this end of the template. Cut off the side flap. We will be making this a flip-down journaling space. We want to keep the bottom flap for gluing onto our journal page. Find a page in your journal that opens at the bottom of the page. Glue the flap to the inside of the journal page and glue the page closed on bottom. Add a little distress ink to get rid of the white showing from the flap. A little butterfly up in the corner will hold the flip down in place when not using for a writing space. We will add 2 belly bands to pages. Glue the strips only on the top of the belly band and the bottom, leaving the sides open. I had to trim one of the bands to fit the page as it was too long. Just re-ink the edge or end if you need to adjust to fit the page. Let's cut out another set of butterflies to make a butterfly paperclip. It won't be hidden, but it will have a great topper. To cut out 2 butterflies so they will match and be front and back, cut them together by putting the 2 butterflies together with right sides out. If they don't match up perfectly, we can add a piece of cheesecloth between the 2 butterflies so that you don't see much of the white border. Only add a little glue at the top of the wings to hold the paper clip in place. Put the 2 together and glue them with the paper clip between them. 1 butterfly will fit at the corner of the page with the flip-down page. This butterfly's wings will hold the flip-down in place while not flip down to use as writing space. Find a hole punch that has a small hole and punch a hole in the butterfly and add the corner of the page so we can attach it with a tiny brad. Add glue to hold the butterfly in place and glue the 2 butterflies together. We want some of the wing tips to show up at the top portion of the journal page, but the bottom half will hold the flip-down page in place. Add a little cheesecloth with glue to cover up the brad prongs. For the second butterfly, we will add some beads to the bottom of the clip on both sides of the loops. Find some beads that match your journal theme and colors. I will be using a tiny purple seed bead, pink beads, and a silver flower. I used a silver bead pin with a round end to string my beads. I also have a loop one-step looper that creates a loop at the top of the bead pin. I have two sizes of these hand tools. I'm using the 1.5 millimeter loop size, which is a smaller loop. Watching me string beads and making jewelry seems painful to me. I'm all thumbs and keep dropping the beads. So I speed this up just for you can see the end results and not all the drops and not being able to see anything in my hand. I love adding beads to my pieces, but the process is long. Use jump rings to add one string of the beads on one of the loops of the paperclip and the other string of the beads on the other loop of the paperclip. This way, when you put the clip over the edge of a page, you have beads on both sides. Make sure and watch my final flip through as my story unfolds through the pages with all of the words from the secret phrases are used in my story of the Sakura. Have a great day. Bye now.